Tech Podcast Gang, and we're back with another segment from the comments. My boy Kevin said, list the pros and cons of life, the detrimental and beneficial things. Um, Before then, I want you to do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, comment any suggestions that you want me to touch on, topics. I mean, we're hitting from entertainment, Hollywood, worldwide, anything. I'm on it. And I'm just gonna share over here where knowledge is wealth, where I'm just gonna kind of give you my experiences and, like you said, grab some fruit from other trees also. Like you said, we're here to live, learn, and grow, and that's for sure. But let's go ahead and step into this video. All right. He said, give a segment or the pros and cons about this generation, the beneficial things, the detrimental things. I want to tell you one big detrimental thing about this generation, and that should seal the deal, my boy. The biggest detrimental thing in this generation and has been in the previous generations is unity. Unity of people with color. And I'm gonna let that sit there. I just feel like that's the biggest thing because we can go far and far and far, but like I said, what endures us and what persuades us to go far are the hate, the negativity, the bashing. I mean that what drives us to reach to new heights, and then like I said, we get offered these things that may or may not become beneficial to get to the next level. So it's like I I consider life as a plethora of different things. I consider it as my greatest book. I consider it as um the worst building in America. So why I say that is it has so many different stories, and we all start at the bottom story, newborn age, and like you said, we got this nanny, and based upon how you act, you get a little more extra candy, and you get to sit on that third step, but don't go up there yet, or because you didn't eat all your food or something. But you got this other person who eats all his food or gets candy, sits down, watches tablet, uses the restroom, then pot on himself, cause no problem. Okay, you can sit up here with a little bit older kids, you know. And then now it's like, okay, bam, you got, you're on the second, third step, the other one's on the first step, and then you got one that's going just crawling on up there. So it's like, man, I want to go down there again. So you going up here, and then you move on your own, and then you get up there before the nanny get around, and you see stuff you weren't supposed to see, and it's like, man. So it's either like you sneak on up there and you go ahead and do what you're supposed to do, or you just wait your turn. So it's like, okay, you get those whoopings, you learn some lessons, all right, and then she take you to the next floor. So then at the next floor, you realize that things are a lot more different. You're held with as you grow. I feel like it adds a responsibility of it adds a responsibility because you reach to a age to where the art of knowing is at its most high. So with the art of knowing at the most high, then that's where the beneficial things come in at. I mean, I growing up, people who played on movies, they started when they were kids, and you have kids acting in movies that are so big, and you're watching them as a kid. So, you really don't see a lot of that now. But what you do see now, that's a pro, is you see a lot of entrepreneurs, creative thinkers, open speakers. This is the time to where if you thought you can get something over on you know one of us, you can't. You know, I feel like that's the most beneficial and great thing that this generation is holding is that you cannot what you used to do, it cannot fly no more. It's just going. It's just evolved with the change that is now. The year eight, the year of truth. So it's a lot of unfolding things, and that's kind of my take on that. Detrimental, generational wide. You can narrow it down to that, but it also throws in detrimental things worldwide, and there are a lot of things detrimental worldwide, from politics, from um, Hollywood entertainments and stuff, from weather. It's just a lot of things going on. You can turn around, walk down the street somewhere. You're hearing it. You're hearing it, and the fact that we can't become a unity is a big detrimental thing, because if you want to really dig deep, support can carry you a long way, but it's only certain support that you get. So it's like that's where the beneficial thing comes in. It's a tit for tat deals, a 50-50, narrowing in a small box of 100. So it's like I do this, looking for that. It's kind of that timing, which is terrible. It defines everything you learned growing up. It doesn't define it. My bad. It does not define it. You lose the moral of getting out the mud. Sticking up for each other. Giving your brother, the clothes off your back and stuff like that. Everything is on a whole different level now. Everything became looking more at self than others, just because of people dragging other people down, or based upon what they've seen. Once people reach certain levels, they start seeing different stuff, because they're hearing different stuff from certain people, and that's just the time. Let me say it like this. Let me leave y'all off with this, and let me reiterate what I said. I made it simple. The pros and cons. The con is there's no unity. The pros is that this is a stand up generation. This is the change. This this is the year of truth. No, you know what I'm saying. Everything's gonna be rolling out. Those are the pros. But like I said before, I was gonna touch into beneficial 50-50 tit for tat deal. I feel like that's the most detrimental thing that has happened to us, and it it can drag certain people down. It fuels other people. Most people look for it entertainment. Most people look at it like, man, I'm certain. The word coming into this year, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Once again, is perspective. We have to start looking at things different. But once you start looking at things different, because like you said, there are three sides to the story. There are two for small-minded folks. Their side, other side, that's it. And it's just for open-minded people, this side, that side, and the truth. There's the truth in all stories. There's three parts in all stories. There's two. I said two for the closed-minded people, because they only gonna see that it's two. But if you know, and you already been through certain things, that there are three sides, because you can, not saying that your side is wrong, you're not on the side of truth, but not even you are not on the side of truth, because there are ways you can look at things, and they can add the equation, the 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 answer to that equation can be different depending on how you look at it. You can do PEMDAS method, or you can just or some people may break it down regular, or sometimes you can use two different ways and come up with the same answer. So it's just about how you look at things. I think that's where you know that's what we really need to focus on. And coming into this year and already kind of finishing off 1 month of this year, perspective is the word.